Alright, you pre-ordered Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and now you have a basic understanding of the Tenkaichi series gameplay using one of my previous videos. The game is only under a week away from release and you can't wait to play with your 182 characters. But what can you even do in this game? Well, I'm here to answer that specific question in this video. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's me, Sanjuku, back with another video today full of you, and today we're back with another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero discussion video where I'm going to be talking about all the game modes available in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So without further ado, let's just hop straight into the video. Thanks to content creators like Globka and Rhymestar, we have footage of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's presumed to be final build, or what is pretty close to the final build. And in this footage, we do actually see the main menu of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So we'll go through this one by one in order of what you can do in this game. First up, we got the Episode Battle and Custom Battle. Episode Battle is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's story mode, but instead of a traditional story mode, it'll be told in the perspective of 8 characters. These characters are confirmed to be Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Future Trunks, Goku Black, Frieza, and Jiren. Now the reason why it's selected characters instead of a story mode is because it's told in the perspective of these characters as mentioned before. Episode Battle is going to be extremely similar to Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 story mode called Dragon Universe. As you can see in Dragon Universe, you have a select amount of characters to pick, just like in Sparking Zero. You pick a character and you go through their fights, for example Goku. In Goku story mode, your first fight is going to be with Raditz. Once the fight concludes, Goku dies like how we would in the anime or manga. The immediate next fight that Goku is a part of is the fight against Nappa. That's how the story mode will work. All the other story elements that happen in between Goku's death with Raditz and him coming back to fight the Saiyans doesn't happen in Goku's story. You'd have to go and play other characters' story to get the full picture of what happened. For example, Gohan's Episode Battle. His first fight should technically be with the Saiyans from when he was a kid. So you can also apply this logic with all the other characters within Episode Battle as well. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of Episode Battle, the what ifs. So as everybody and their mama knows, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero will have what ifs in its story mode. In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, once you go through the story mode, you'll be given decisions and choices to make. This is how you're going to be able to trigger your personal what ifs in your personal playthrough, for example in Goku's Episode Battle. At the beginning of Goku's Episode Battle, Piccolo comes to talk to Goku to come help him fight Raditz. You can make the choice if you want to go with Piccolo or if you want to go with Krillin instead. And in one of the most recent interviews with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's game producer, Jun Furutani, he implies that the what ifs in Episode Battle do carry over throughout the entire story. This is different from Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, where if you did trigger a what if, you just get a brief moment of dialogue and a windscreen. And in Episode Battle, it seems like choices are everywhere, so your playthrough is definitely going to be different to my playthrough or the next person's. Alright, that's it for Episode Battle. Let's move on to Custom Battle. Custom Battle is probably my #1 game mode that I'm most excited for, and here's why. Custom Battles in short is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Mario Maker. Yeah, that sounds crazy, but let me break it down. Within Custom Battle mode, we have 3 menus: Bonus Battle, Custom Battle mode, and World Library. Bonus Battle, as the name implies, are additional sets of fights within Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Each and every one of these fights come with their own completely original story that isn't tied to the main story of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's more like fun what-ifs that the dev team has crafted for us because they're also fans of the series as well. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this game mode: World Library and Custom Battle mode. Let's go over Custom Battle mode first. Not only can you participate in the additional battles that the Sparking Zero team has set out for us, you can make your own. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I'm most excited for this game mode in particular. Well, let's go about creating our own custom battle. When we try to create our new scenario for our custom battle, 3 options pop up. These are your edit types: Normal Edit, Simple Edit, and Copy Edit. Normal Edit's where you're going to be going the most to create your custom battles. You can start here when creating your new battle with the most minimum settings possible, basically on a blank slate. If you come into Custom Battle mode for the first time, Simple Edit's where you want to go. In Simple Edit, this allows you to create battles with pre-selected events and effects. So you wouldn't have to build the events and the effects from scratch normally how you would do in Normal Edit. And Copy Edit. Within Copy Edit, not only are you able to copy your own previous creations, you can also copy the bonus battles you've already completed that were made by the developers. So if you really like one of the Sparking Zero bonus battles, you can copy that and swap around the characters or effects. Now, how does Custom Battle mode actually work? Once you pick your edit type, you'll be greeted with a screen with various options. I'll go over every option briefly because I want to go more in depth in another video when I actually get my hands on the game. So the first 2 options that we have: Characters and Battle Environment. In the character menu, these are going to be the characters that you're going to select to appear in your custom battle. And Battle Environment is the stage that your custom battle is going to partake in. Next is Effects Settings. Now listen up because this will make the game mode. Effects are basically in-game conditions that can happen within the custom battle. These conditions or effects can cause in-game events that can happen within the battle. Once you're in this menu, you can notice there are 3 effect tables. Only one of these tables can be active at a time, but you can fill these tables with all types of effects. Now, what effects and conditions can I put within these tables? Well, we have tables called trigger conditions. Here we also have more menu options. First, we have conditions, next target, details, details 2, and text. With conditions, the first option, this allows for effects to trigger once in-game requirements have been met. For example, if my opponent's HP falls below a certain threshold, an effect can happen, or vice versa. And it seems like from the footage that we've seen, there are many effects and many conditions to choose from, so this game mode will be a ton of fun. Now let's go on to screen settings. Within screen settings, you have 2 categories, opening and ending. Opening is the beginning cutscene of your custom battle, as you would imagine. And there's 2 options for ending, a regular win and a regular loss. I would assume these 2 would mean the cutscene that would play when you win and the cutscene that would play when you lose. And selecting either of these options will head you into the scene list. The scene list will allow you to build your cutscenes. And when I say you're building your cutscenes, I mean you're building your cutscenes. When I say building your cutscenes, I'm not literally meaning from scratch. I'm talking about the various options that you have within this cutscene builder. I mean, you can change anything from poses, expressions, you can even add different characters that aren't even gonna be participating in the custom battle to be in the cutscene. Like, that's insane to me. And it seems like there's gonna be a bunch, and I mean a bunch of options when it comes to poses, facial expressions, backdrops. I mean, it seems like you can have preset actions or preset cutscene for the 2 characters that you're gonna be using for your custom battle. Let me tell you, dude, this custom battle will definitely be one of my favorite game modes ever in any Dragon Ball game, and this will probably make this the best Dragon Ball game to ever exist, solely off of this game mode. I mean, as well, you have text options for the story to actually progress within your custom battle. You see the green that's happening all over these custom battles that you see? Those are selectable options. For example, in this footage of Globeco's video with Trunks' custom battle, Trunks' name is highlighted all through the entirety of the custom battle, and you can change Trunks' name to a different option. This is gonna be like this for stages, other characters' names, maybe even possibly attacks and moves. This is pretty much endless. I mean, Jun Furutani, the game's producer, said himself that there will be over 5,000 text options within custom battle mode. Now, the one thing I do want to get into is that none of these options are voiced. I mean, it would be pretty much impossible to voice over 5,000 text options while doing the story mode, while doing the in-game voices for the battles and attacks and such. So it does kinda suck that you're gonna have to be reading all of these custom battles, but the game mode in general makes up for that. And lastly, for the 2 options is title screen and thumbnail. Within title screen and thumbnail, you'll be able to give your custom battle a pretty looking thumbnail and a nice looking title, so onlookers can look at your custom battle and pick that one to play. But how do people play my custom battles? Well, it seems like once you're done making your custom battle, all you have to do is beat it yourself, upload it, and let other people go ahead and see it through the world library. As discussed before, the world library is also another option within custom battle mode. This allows you to go explore other people's custom battles that have made and uploaded them so you can go ahead and play them. There's also a replay option so you can see other people's replays of that specific custom battle. Finally, we're done with the first menu option. Let's head on to the next one, battle and training. Okay, now we're in battle and training. Let's go through these one by one. When you're in the battle and training menu, you're given 3 options: battle, super training, and world tournament. When clicking on battle, you can either fight online or offline. And just like in the old Tenkaichi games, offline mode gives a bunch of options. You can have player 1 versus the computer, player 1 versus player 2, and the computer versus the computer. So you and your friend can sit on the couch and pin the computer against each other and see which one comes out on top. And you can also sit on the couch with your friend or with your sibling and play against each other on the same screen. But there is a caveat to this. The player 1 vs player 2 option, local split screen, it's only available on one map, and that's the hyperbolic time chamber. Basically why this is happening is that the console systems cannot handle the sheer power of all of these characters colliding on different maps. If you want a more in-depth explanation about the reason why this is happening, I'll leave a link in the description below to a video that I watched recently that explains it pretty perfectly. Rather have a limited option in the game than not have the option at all. Now let's talk about online. Within the online section you have 3 options: player match, ranked match, and rankings. Player match is basically your casual matches. You can play these matches online without having your points on the line in every match. While ranked match is completely different, going into every match with points on the line so you can achieve a higher rank. And rankings is the leaderboard. I would assume you'll be able to see your rankings in comparison to the rest of the world and see how the rest of the world is doing. And it seems like when you click specifically on ranked, you get 4 options. Battle rules, rank, connection quality, and match finish rate. Battle rules basically means if you want a 1v1 battle or a team battle to go into ranked. In ranked, it seems like there's 3 options: similar rank, no limit, and a higher rank. This would work similar to other games' rank system, where if you want to fight somebody of a higher ranked or a higher skill, all you have to do is just click on higher ranked. If you rather fight somebody with a similar skill or a similar rank, all you have to do is select similar rank. And there is a no limits option. Kinda hope this is not like Tekken because it can be exploited very easily. And connection quality allows you to filter connections to fit your liking. And the most interesting option, match finish rate. What I would assume is that you'll actually be able to filter between people who actually finish their matches and rage quitters. So you wouldn't have to go online and deal with rage quitters wasting your time and not getting any of your points. Tekken, are you gonna work on that anytime soon? That covers everything in battle. Let's head on to the next option in super training. Just like in the previous Tenkaichi game, when going into super training, you are given 2 options: normal training and battle training. Normal training, as the name would imply, you just go in there and train against the computer, while battle training is the tutorial that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gives you. And finally, World Tournament. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, I know you're excited for this one. In World Tournament, you're either allowed to play online or offline, which is super cool. I can't wait to play with my friends in a tournament mode online. And it seems like in the tournament mode, you're given a whole bunch of options. You can create your own tournament with your own set of rules, or you can use one of the preset tournaments that were given to you. And they have a whole bunch of themes here. They got World Tournament, Cell Games, Other World Tournament, Tournament of Destroyers. They also have Tournament of Power and Yamcha Games. And you can create your own tournament with a whole bunch of rules. I mean, for example, you can toggle on and off flying. You can have a Tournament of Power style tournament in your tournament that you've created. I'm going to be doing a whole separate video for World Tournament itself when I actually get my hands on the game, because I can't wait for this mode personally. Alright, now we're done with all the game modes that are available to us in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Let's go over the rest of the menus just for a quick brief overview. Next in the menu is challenges and missions. In challenges and missions, you'll have 2 options: Zeno's Orders and Whis' Stamp Book. In Zeno's Orders, these are basically missions you can complete in exchange for rewards. And Whis' Stamp Book is also pretty similar. Instead of missions, you're gonna get challenges, which are basically the same thing. For the rewards, it seems like in-game customization and in-game currency, Zeni. Currently right now we don't know if there are any other rewards, we're just gonna see when the game releases. Speaking of Zeni, let's head over to the customization and shop menu. In shop and customization we have 2 options: shop/customization and player card. In shop/customization, you'll be able to buy various things with your in-game currency, Zeni. In the shop there are 7 windows, we'll go through these one by one. In the first window, ability items. These will allow you to increase your character's stats. In the next window, characters. Here you'll be able to purchase characters. In the next window, outfits. Here you'll be able to purchase outfits for different sets of characters. In the next window, voices. Here you'll be able to purchase voices for the emotes that you're going to be using in-game. In the next window, BGM or background music. Here you'll be able to purchase the music within Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And in the next window, strategy items. What strategy items do is that you'll be able to equip them on computers so they can follow a specific strategy in battle. So if you want a computer to be spamming Key Blast, you can have a strategy item on that computer to do so. And in the last window, player card. These are going to be the backgrounds that you're going to use for your player card. And in the second option of shop and customization, player card, you'll be able to customize your player card. Yeah. And for the last 2, Gallery and Summon Shenron. Currently we don't have any footage of galleries, so there's nothing much to go over there, but summoning Shenron we do. So if you remember watching this previous video here, you remember that I talked about the different editions of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And if you were to buy one of the editions, you would get a free Summon Shenron. Well, we now have confirmation of the different Shenrons in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That is normal Shenron, the one that we are accustomed to, Porunga, the one on Namek, and Super Shenron. It seems like Red Shenron from Dragon Ball GT is not making a return in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And it also seems like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has done away with the RNG aspect of summoning Shenron. Instead of collecting one set and having a 1 in 3 chance of summoning different Shenrons, you're just gonna collect one set and pick a Shenron that you want to summon. Which I think is pretty cool, and it gives the player more control with the wishes they want to partake in. And we're done. I hope you all enjoyed this video, but more importantly, I hope this answered your question on what you can do in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But anyways, it's time for me to leave. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, smash like button. When you see more videos, let's hit the thumbs up below, and I'll see you all in the next one. No BD Zang, watch your subs and lows, and Alonzi.